Hello loves! So I want to make a quick video. I have a birthday party to go to a little later. I've just noticed that I have not been making the updates that I wanted to with the hurricanes in October and September, and I don't know, I feel like all of us Floridians, we were just going through it. We were just it felt like October was just a wasted month. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about were just using the sublingual packets for my glutathione, and basically they're these self-dissolving gel packets. Well, it turns to gel in your mouth. It looks like rice paper, and then you put your powder in it, and then you put it under your tongue, or you can put it in your cheek, and you just let it dissolve. I don't let my tongue touch it, so I just hold it underneath my tongue for a good 15 minutes. I set a timer and I watch YouTube videos, and then I drink water and I swallow it. So I've noticed with doing that, because I have not been consistent, I've been, oh my god, I got so sick. I lost my voice for an entire week, and then we had hurricanes, so we were literally out of the state. And then there was one where we were just out of town for a hurricane for a week, so I've not been consistent. That's one of the great things about my little checklists. If you need to stay on your schedule, that will hold you accountable. For me, I haven't even been home. I haven't even been home. I've just been keeping it together one day at a time. So my routine is just something that has just kind of been a little iffy, mostly just the last 2 weeks because I've been just sick and out of it. But I've noticed that it's still working. It's still working. So of course there's been some weeks where maybe I've only taken glutathione 2 to 3 times that week, and there's some weeks that I take it every single night. Okay. Since I've started, my skin is still lightening. I can tell the most of my knees. My knees usually have that darkness about them. They're actually looking close to the same color as my skin. I've noticed a lot of my freckles and moles and just, weird spots you have on your body. I have some, maybe this isn't the arm. Oh, you're right there. I just have some weird spots. What is that green spot? I don't know. It's just things I've had forever, but a lot of these are just popping up, and I'm wait, what is that? They're just showing through more. When it comes to breaking out and stuff, I've been drinking milk and eating dairy, so I feel glutathione has not been helping my skin in that way, because dairy breaks me out a lot. But when you're stress eating, you just don't care. Okay, you just don't care. One of the things with the dissolvable sublingual packets, these are DIY packets, guys. They're DIY, and I'm actually about to switch from doing the packets, and I will talk about more of that on my Patreon. But I'm feeling pretty confident with just the results that I've gotten, even from not being on my glutathione every single day, that the packets work. Let's talk about a little bit about the downside, or honestly, the first one really isn't a downside. Because it's a sign that it's working, and that is the gas. I feel I take it at night. I take the packet at night, just one packet. When I first started, I wanted to take 2 packets a day, but once I noticed or learned how much glutathione I could cram in that packet, I was oh, let's just get this out of the way just once a day. So after I do that, I do get gassy. It's it gets straight into my blood system, and by the time the hour is over, you have that glutathione sulfury type gas. So that's kind of gross, but it is a sign that it's working, because that's something that even when I was taking acetyl glutathione, I wouldn't always get that. So there's that. Another thing I've noticed is that the next day, because usually I take it at night, the next day I've noticed that I'm better with food. I'm still putting together and I want more feedback from you guys too. I'm still putting together just the connection between food intake and glutathione. When you're taking large amounts of glutathione, there's something about allowing me to manage my food intake better. If you're the type of person who can eat even when you're satisfied, which I am, so you can eat through satiety, which is basically a fancy way of saying you're overeating because you're already full. This is something that keeps me from doing that. So I just want to get more information on this if anyone else is having this happen. But I think with me being a little wishy-washy during the week, some weeks where I'm taking it 3 times a week, some weeks where I'm taking it every day, it's allowed me to see better the days when I am on it consistently and what the changes are than if I were to just every single day take it. And so I'm starting to notice this. My food intake, even after I'm like satisfied and I'm full, on days when I'm not taking it consistently, is so much more snacking. Just the hunger is greater than when I am doing this dumb little packet. So there has to be something to that. And for you guys, if you're comfortable with taking your glutathione in the morning, like I said, I only take it at night because the whole gas thing bothers me. But if you're comfortable taking it in the morning, I can imagine like it would help even more with not overeating. So just a little thing I've noticed, because sorry, over here we're a little stressed out still. We still have things that have not gone back to normal since before the storms started, the end of September, early October. So the stress eating and just like eating like poor food choices, like yeah, it still happens. Another thing that I've switched up is my diet a little more. So I'm noticing that at night when I take my glutathione, like there was a good week and a half, so maybe, yeah, a week and a half ago I started this, but taking Brussels sprouts with it, which of course, you know, Brussels sprouts, they're not going to do anything for you as far as like relieving the gas. If anything's gonna make you gassier, but it does seem to boost the glutathione in my skin. I usually wake up with my skin looking brighter. The problem is that you do kind of have to eat a fairly, I wouldn't say a large portion, but a medium-sized portion. So for most people, when you're eating Brussels sprouts, like you don't eat it as the whole meal. I've noticed that this works best, and like I said, I've only been doing this for a week and a half now, but it works better if you're obviously doing it at the end of the night. You have nowhere else to go, but just that as your main portion, so you're not eating it as a side, because if you're eating it as a side, I feel like you're just taking, I don't know, you might be eating like 2 to 3 or 4 like little Brussels sprouts. With this, you want it to, you know, be a bowl full, a medium-sized bowl, but I am seeing just an increase in glow and my skin looking better the next day after I do that. So if you guys are looking for natural ways to boost your glutathione, basically any sulfur-rich vegetable will do that for you. So you could do this with broccoli, you could do this with Swiss chard, what else? Asparagus. I have not tried those. I know that people have talked about them working just as well, but for me, doing it with the Brussels sprouts, it's working great. And my favorite thing to do is to put them in that air fryer on roast and just roast them, to just drizzle with olive oil and then do a small drizzle of maple syrup afterwards, because I know the maple syrup Brussels sprouts, I feel like a lot of restaurants are doing it now, and I'm hooked. More of the legs. But yeah, it definitely helps. So if you're looking for foods to help your skin as well, try it. What is another thing? Oh god, we are at 8 minutes, so I'm gonna finish this on Patreon, but just know it's working. It's, yeah, even with me not being, you know, totally consistent, it still helps. So if you're looking to do the DIY sublingual whatever glutathione pouches, yeah, just do it. I full send it. You're still gonna have all the side effects, but the side effects being like the ones that I named in this video, but it will help. The only extra downside is that you have to hold it in your mouth for 15 minutes. I would not hold it in for any less than that, just to make sure that it really is getting in there. And that's off of like them clinically studying this, but they obviously had their own dissolvable little packets that they're using. I'm using some off of Amazon, but it still works. Oh, okay, and I almost forgot to add, I have also been drinking just on and off just throughout the week. So that's another reason why I was like, okay, I finally feel confident like making this video, because like I wanted to wait till at least I had just like at least a couple months of consistency, but I was like, wait, what? This is still working. This is still working even with me not being as consistent. So let's just talk about it. Also, I have not been using any of my SHT glutathione topicals for at least, I would say, 3 weeks or so. So that being said, everything is maintaining wonderfully. I've not gone back down. Right now I'm not using any homemade topicals, though I'm going to get back into that now that I'm not freaking sick. But yeah, this is just the last like 3 weeks or so. I've just been using coconut oil and then like a vanilla lotion that I like, that smells good. So just something basically for moisture. And then of course my what is that called, the French body oil, L'Occitane. Been using, still using like that in the shower, and then their after shower body oil, but those are just almond based. Those aren't like lightening topicals. So yeah, this is working, it's giving me results, and so yeah, I feel safe enough like just saying go for it, try